Bit of a late one this morning, 9:15. I've booked accommodation at a place called Yappon up the highway. It's only about 350 k's. The idea being I've never really seen this part of Queensland at all, so I just want to slow down and just check a few places out. Agnes Waters, where I wanted to get there last night, but it was getting a bit too dark, and with the issues on the road yesterday, I decided to pull in early. And also, part of the reason why I'm up here so quickly is one, I've seen Victoria. 2, I've seen New South Wales. 3, the weather in New South Wales just pushed me further north. Today is beautiful, it's 25 degrees. Yappon looks great. I'll stop in at Agnes and have a look around, take some photos, and just soak it up a little bit. And the idea is to get into Yappon maybe 2 or 3 o'clock and have a swim and enjoy the sunshine. Didn't really see much of Bundaberg. I got in pretty late and just went and got a pizza. I've been sort of making sure that I have a steak at the local either bar, restaurant, or RSL golf club, whatever it may be, every time I've stopped. Last night I don't know, I was just pretty worn out, 750 k's, and but I feel good still. I'm surprised. I was just craving a pizza, so I grabbed a pizza. There's a little bit more to the story. I'll talk about it offline. Some strange encounters last night. Yeah, so yesterday was interesting. The Bruce Highway lived up to its reputation. I was doing the studies last night on the internet. 5,000 injuries in the last 5 years. So what's that? 3 a day. That's incredible. Bloody spooky, actually. I guess, I took up being on a motorbike 7 or 8 years ago, and I've obviously grown to love it, but it's given me more awareness of what's going on around me. You know I can be taken out by some dickhead, I know that, but there's a shitload I can do to stay away from it all, and stay out of trouble. Don't be a hero and start rewiring your speaker system like I did and think you can make it better. That's when engine lights start to play up on you. It's going to cost me an arm and a leg, they said, to fix it. We'll see what happens, eh? Yeah, it's funny, I grew up loving push bikes. I loved them, just loved riding push bikes, and I loved tinkering with them and mucking around with them and modifying them and putting different handlebars on, different wheels, different cassettes. And now I've got the same passion for the bike. I'm not mechanically that great, but I'm just enjoying tinkering with it. It gets the mind thinking a bit differently, instead of thinking about bloody numbers all day. Plugging your fingers on a bloody keyboard at work, in a room with bugger all sunlight. Sounds great, doesn't it? Dealing with share markets, ups and downs, politics, geopolitical risk, you name it. It's there everywhere. There's always something that throws you off guard at work. So maybe that's why I love the motorbike so much. It doesn't matter if you've got problems at home, problems in your head, problems at work, I don't care who you are. The bike fixes it. You know, for me it's also the gym. I love the gym. I've loosened up a little bit recently, got to get back into it. Cause you knew that I'd be at one. quick stop just to check out this sign. Agnes Waters. It's a pretty popular sign. A lot of stickers. Sort of reminds me I should be getting stickers and putting on the bike everywhere I go. It's great to be out in nature. For a Monday morning, I just got a text message from the girls at work, and wondering if I'm still alive. Still alive, Georgie. Still kicking. It's good to be out in nature. So that's what I've got ahead of me. Agnes Waters, 56 k's, so that's not far down the road. That's just a quick stop, have a look around, because I've never been there. And 1770, heard of it, but don't know much about it. So let's go and have a look, eh? I was just having a little bit of a rest and taking a photo of the Agnes Waters sign, which seems to be a very popular sign with stickers all over it. Anyway, a woman pulled up and made sure I was okay. I don't know, I just love that sort of stuff. She said a lot of people get lost here. I must have looked lost. I can understand why they get lost. It is a bit of a rabble warren. Coffee spot. I didn't realise that 200 metres down the road there's coffee. Oh well, I'll push on. I'm not far from Agnes Waters. But yeah, I was just saying, I love when local people look out for you. Because yeah, you can easily get lost at the back of Bundaberg here. It's just a maze. Soldier on. Agnes Water. It was pretty good going out of Bundaberg. Went about 60 k's or whatever it was, 60 or 70 k's. A few twisties. I can understand how you get lost there though, easily. I'll have a drive around Agnes Water, see what this place is all about. sign that says beach down there. Let's see if we can get some beach. This is the first time I've seen the beach since Geelong. Shit, I just missed the turn on. Well, I've made it down to the beach at Agnes Water. Let's go and have a look. This is where I wanted to stay last night, but I had to pull up stumps at Bundaberg. Looks pretty nice. Looks like a pretty good looking beach actually. Righto, so this is Agnes Water Beach. Dad passed away about 7 years ago now. It's 2024 now. That's 7 years ago, 8 years ago. Mum had a crack. The story is Dad had a motorbike. Dad used to ride a Norton. And Mum used to sit on the back and tell him to go faster. He never once complained, never once complained. You're polio. You're bloody polio, of all things. Just here waiting for some roadworks. I was just thinking it's crazy. Only 2 weeks ago, I was sitting on the couch and saw a video of a few videos of people just jumping on their motorbikes and going around anywhere in Australia and just having adventures. I thought, Paul, you stupid bugger. This is my 4th motorbike now, and it's the first time I've actually gone out and really had an adventure on it. But there's no time like the present, so no need to dwell on it. It's just interesting that I needed that swift kick up the arse when I was on the couch watching it. One of the comments that was made on a YouTube clip was, instead of watching me, get off your ass and do it yourself. Yeah, fair call. That's what I've done. I don't plan anything. I didn't plan it. I don't plan much in life at all. I just do it. Gosh, I've been on planes dozens of times over the Pacific Ocean with no accommodation booked. Just work it out when you get there. I'm one of those idiots. Always have been. But I just like it. I like it like that. I just like the spontaneity of it all. I like being a little bit crazy like that. It's fun. Makes it interesting. Paul, you stupid bastard. You've got red hair and pale skin. Keep forgetting. Met a good fella back there on the road. He was covered in patches, but he was a good fella. And he grew up in Geelong. How's that, eh? Just on the side of the road. He had a Harley Fat Boy. 110,000 Ks he'd done on it. Had the engine reconditioned. It's done 110,000 Ks since 2018. Helps if I take the gloves off. Anyway, he's done 110,000 Ks in the last 5 or 6 years. So he loves his bike. And he, when I told him what I was doing, he used some Japanese word. I'll have to look it up. Well, basically what it means is you get out there and you achieve something once a year. Sort of reset the mind and the soul, I suppose. I'll look up the word. I did know that I've got the word printed there somewhere. Because believe it or not, this is no word of a lie. I pulled up to say good day to him. A text message just came through saying, hey Paul, what you're doing is this Japanese word. What is it? Hang on. And the word is Misogi, M-I-S-O-G-I. It's a Japanese name to challenge yourself once a year. Get out of your comfort zone and do something different. So no shit. I pulled into the pit stop and said g'day to this fellow with patches. And when he found out what I was doing, he said, mate, that's Misogi, that's what you're doing. I said, mate, you're not going to believe this. I've never heard of the word. I just got a text message 90 seconds ago telling me that's what I'm doing. So it's, yeah, life's funny, hey? But he was a good fella. He said to me, you doing a lap, are you? I said, yeah, I'm doing a lap. I'm doing a lap of the big country, Australia. When he found out I was going around Australia, he said, mate, I'd love to do that. That's bloody fantastic. Anyway, good people on the road. I'm glad I stopped and said g'day. Quick pit stop about 71 k's south of Yappon. Looking forward to getting there and having a swim. Yeah, there's a mountain. The mountains here. I don't know what the mountains are, but I was just thinking when I was on the bike a second ago that a lot of people, this isn't their cup of tea. A holiday for them is to swim around the pool. And don't get me wrong, I love those holidays too. To go for a swim in the pool and have a relaxing time. But this is an adventure, I don't need to be stopping and seeing everything the adventure and the holiday is being on the bike. Like, I can't explain it. Sitting on the bike for hours on end and just taking in the scenery, that to me is cool, and that's adventurous. So as much as I'm going to get to Yappon next hour or two, and yeah, don't get me wrong, I've booked a hotel with a swimming pool and so forth, but that's not what it's about, this trip. This trip's about being on the bike, on the dark horse. Made it to Yappon. Yeah, good looking beach, really good. Well, that ends another good day, day number 5. About 450 Ks, maybe 480, something like that. I took a detour down to Agnes Waters, 1770, that area there, because I'd heard about it but never actually been there. Yeah, I can't wait to jump in the pool here. The ladies in the lift said it's bloody freezing, but that suits me because I am sunburnt to buggery, because I'm an idiot. But I tell you what, I've been staying in just motels along the side of the road here and there and wherever I can, because of obviously the weather and the issues that happened yesterday. But this is a welcome change, let me tell you. Have a look at this. That's more like it. So today was a bit of a shorter day, some 400 odd Ks. It takes me to a bit over 2,800 kilometres for the trip. So I've got another 1,000 to go roughly, to get me up to Cairns and then potentially on to Cooktown. So I reckon I'll end up doing a bit over 4,000, maybe 4,100 kilometres over the course of a 7-day period. So 2 more days of it. I'm going to work out tonight where I'll go for tomorrow. Once again though, like every other day, I just wake up and see what happens and see where it takes me. I was saying before on the road that, you know, the journey is the holiday or the adventure. It's not as nice as this is. This is beautiful, but it's not about this. It's about being on the bike and achieving something and coming home and sort of, you know, looking in the mirror and saying, hey, yeah, I took it by the scruff of the neck and I went and did it. Didn't give it much thought. So it's just an achievement, I suppose. I mentioned today there's some Japanese word that was thrown around. You know, that's to challenge yourself once every 12 months or so. Challenge yourself and reset the soul and reset the mind. I don't mind that. You know, call it the way you want, but it's a good feeling to do it. And I guess that's what I've set out to achieve this time around. So the idea is I'll be dropping the bike off at Palm Cove at a mate's house. I'm getting it serviced at Indian in Cairns on Thursday, drop it back off to his house on Friday, whatever it may be, fly back on the weekend back to Geelong, have a few weeks at work, and then shoot back up the highway again, fly up there, pick up the bike, and I don't know where to go next, but I think I'll do a lap and continue on to Darwin, Broome, Perth, and then across the Nullarbor. And the idea is I'll go back to work for a few weeks and come back, and I should be able to achieve that over the course of a couple of months, or a few months I should say. But also it gives me a chance to sort of go home and reset. You know, there's a few little niggles, but nothing to complain too much about. It also gives me a chance to go home and have a good think about what worked and what didn't work. Like already my mind spins with how I would pack differently. But also I'd get a luggage rack for sure. I think that would be an awesome investment. Sorry, I had some food before, it's still in my mouth. Yeah, I think a luggage rack would be an awesome investment, and yeah, some other bits and pieces that I think will make a big difference. Because I guess when you get off the bike with the luggage rack, it'd be just nice to have the bag over the back, rather than at the moment I've got to go back downstairs to the bike, grab another t-shirt, grab a pair of shorts or whatever it may be, and carry it all up in my hands or in a plastic bag. And it's just not as comfortable. It's not as much fun when you want to just relax at the end of the day. But it's all part of the learning process, and it's an adventure, and I can truthfully say I love every minute of this. All the soreness, everything, the adventure of it all is just, yeah, it's the best. Anyway, that's day 5.